Okay, I've got the Loop SK05 and we're going to start off first on the flood mode. So you can see just cycling low, medium, high, and the medium mode does get to the middle center of this field quite okay, but doesn't reach the back of those trees, whereas the high mode, I would say it tints the trees quite well. And as you can see, pretty large beam profile, wide beam profile. For double press here for turbo, great visibility, and I'm actually surprised at how much throw there is, even just on the flood mode there. And there's tons of spill on the ground, so I can see where I'm walking right ahead of me. Okay, you can always reactivate turbo again once it steps down. Now I'll go over to the spot mode now. It's the low mode, low spot mode, medium, high. So low reaches that field kind of. It's difficult to see on camera. Medium, definitely reaching that field and the trees out the back, just tinting the trees out the back. And high, yeah, just really like how perfectly circular this beam is. There is also some decent amounts of spill on the ground. It's difficult to see in camera, but you can see now I'm just sort of angling the light up and down. And turbo, wow, excellent visibility going all the way out to those trees in the back, and you can see the branches, the leaves quite well too. So really the best of both worlds, and you can also alternate between the two just by swapping, swiveling that bezel dial. So quite easy to alternate between both. And yeah, it does remember that turbo mode, so if I go double press there, it actually alternates between turbo for both of those modes. Quite fun to do. And if you press and hold from off, we get both. So the turbo mode on flood and throw. I think that's could be an animal in there. You can see its eyes staring out at me there. Might be a possum. Could just make out some kind of reflection there. There we go. Yeah, looks like some kind of, I don't know what it is, some kind of animal. Possum maybe just behind that bush. But yeah, lots and lots of light, obviously. And I'll go up, walk out for a bit, and I'll just demonstrate the auxiliary light. So I'll swap them over. We've got red and also a few others as well. And it is easy enough for me actually to see where I'm walking. It isn't pitch black, but still quite useful. Got the Loop SK05, and this is a sort of short to medium range beam shot test. This is on turbo, both the spot and the flood beam at the same time. It's drowning out that tree, but you can see the tree line there a little bit in the background. This thing puts out a heap of light, very impressive. And you can reactivate that turbo mode again. It steps down after about 30 seconds. And this is just the flood mode. You can go between low, medium and high. And turbo, that is really sufficient. I mean, the high mode even is enough on the flood mode for this kind of range. You can swap now to go to the spot beam, so low, medium, high. Spot beam there. Turbo. There is really enough spill to kind of see where you're going. As you can see there on the ground, just enough spill. But the turbo mode is, I mean, that is pretty incredible. I'm impressed with these new SFT 12/25 LEDs. And it does work quite well in this host with the tiny reflector. Performance is definitely impressive. I'll go for a little walk so you can see the beam profile, and yeah, I'll use all the different beams